Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lord Rick, AngelOfThyNight. I'm going to address a few issues by voice. I think a lot of people misinterpret things about our organization, about why we have such meetups and parties and special events. What makes us actually much more special than a lot of other organizations out there is that we have in place every month a meetup where the members can meet investigators, meet me, the founder. They can get together, discuss paranormal in a nice, cozy atmosphere. So far, our meetups have gone on every month for the last 2 years almost. It's a variety of discussions that happens at each meetup and that occurs. Basically, we have these for the members. It's a way for everybody to meet in a safe environment. Sometimes at the meetups I'll recruit new investigators. Sometimes people just come to hang out, have a beer, play darts, play a little bit of pool, order some chicken wings. Right now our meetups take place at Gators Dockside. They are located in the land. We used to have them at the Blue Martini, but the Blue Martini went out of business. And both months I went, they were shut down. Gators Dockside has the best wings in Volusia County. Waitresses are hot. There's a lot of recreational activities. There's giant TV screens. It's a nice place for the people in Florida to get together with us, find out who we are, what we're about. If you miss a meetup and then you turn around and you call me fraudulent or you knock out the group, it's your own fault, because everybody in the group is invited to the meetup. There's no discrimination or anything of the sort. We want people to sit down, show up, have dinner with the team. Granted, you might pay out a couple dollars for a cup of coffee or a few beers or some chicken wings. But it does not hurt to come out each month and see what we're about. We'll discuss logos, investigations, past adventures, just all kinds of different stuff we discuss. It's pretty broad. We're a very laid-back group, very easygoing. This is not a gathering of nuns and priests. We're actually a group that likes to party a little bit. And you cannot tell me that some of you members don't like to party, because everybody likes to party. Anyway, aside from that, nobody showed to the meetup tonight, and I'm getting sick of reserving tables and going to meetups when I'm the only one sitting there. It's wasting my time. Now, the other obstacle I face is that there's 3 other groups, if you want to call them groups, because they're really not groups. They have meetups. People are attending their meetups, but they're on my board. If you've been on my board longer than their board, where's your vote of confidence? Where's your loyalty? And I think that a lot of people lack on the loyalty issues. They're afraid to try something new. They're afraid to get involved with us. And there could be a lot of reasons as to why. Maybe it's because we're more business orientated a lot of times, or because we're pretty crazy and wild, or it might be because they feel that we're a threat to their group because of how productive we are. I don't know what the reason is. I don't care. But we've been around since 2001, and we were based in New York a couple of years. We've been based in Florida for 3 years. And the only people that seem to show to the meetups on occasion are my own personal friends. But really, we don't get members. And the sad thing is, we got a few hundred people who live within an hour of these meetups. There's no excuse. I'm getting tired of the people standing me up. It's getting old. The whole is that you're a member of our group. Therefore, it's your responsibility to get involved, to donate so that we have funding for our trips, so that we can travel, get film developed. It's also important that if you cannot donate and you're local, show to a meetup. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, say hello. Once a month, that's it. We're always looking for members on our team. We're looking for people to advertise for us. There's a lot of positions within the group, but tonight was a disgrace. It's the holidays, it's Christmas time, and nobody could show to shake my hand. That to me is pure selfishness, and I'm not going to tolerate it amongst my members, especially if you're local. The thing is that a lot of you who are local, you're going to a group that's been in business for like 3 weeks, 2 months, but you don't give us a try. Is it because I'm a guy, because I got tattoos and long hair? I don't even want to hear it, Aside from that, I try to throw 3 to 4 parties. It's very costly for me to do this because sometimes I buy hamburgers, hot dogs, shrimp, steak, pizza, door prizes, fireworks. I mean, one party I spent $500 on, and I mean, when people don't show, or you get all these people who say they're going to come and they don't, it actually is a big waste of my money when I could be putting it towards something else. The parties, again, are a way for you to let loose. Just because you show to a party doesn't mean we expect you to investigate. We don't expect you to donate. But if you come to a party, bring a dish, bring a bottle of wine, bring some booze, bring some beer, bring some food, anything, really. We just want people to come out and get involved. I want to meet as many members as possible, but I think that others should meet my investigators so they can talk with them too. Find out who we are. The only way we can get a good reputation or earn your trust is you need to meet us to find out who we are. You can't just go by a website or a message board or what everybody else says. The parties are very important. We have fun. Who doesn't like to party? There's nothing wrong with having a few drinks. There's nothing with listening to good music, rock and roll, and being with your friends. I have met a lot of people in the past, but I've also had a lot of parties in Florida, and my last couple ones were pretty, I would say, big. But then, like, the last party I held, which was the Halloween one, that was a disgrace. I mean, a few people only showed, and that's our biggest party of the year. That's sad. And, coming up, we got our New Year's Eve party. It's not going to be a big gathering. It might only be 2-3 people. But you can come on out, count down the new year, have a little fun, have some food, have some music. If I know you, you can gladly spend the night here. I don't expect nothing. I'm not going to make someone drive home drunk. But I think more you need to live life, let loose, and have a little fun. We're not just a paranormal group. We're a group that's very versatile, and we have these parties and these meetups to get others involved, to get you off your computers. What makes us different is that I can recruit anybody on my team. I'm not strict about who I get on my team. Of course, you'll find that out during an interview, and you'll find out a little bit more about what it entails. But we don't have a lot of investigators. A lot of investigations I do by myself, which is very dangerous. And then I've had someone permanently for the past year, and we just recruited a good buddy of mine. He's in the military, and he loves doing this. He never knew about us till, I mentioned it to him. So the group is here for everybody. And if you don't buy a t-shirt or a hat, these are collector's items, and they're not going to be available always. The bear steins we sell, I can't keep them up any longer because I'm going to have a bunch of new logos over the next couple years. At least 2 more new logos coming out eventually. You know, people need to get involved. And let me explain to you a little bit about donations. When you give them to me and I get them, I buy film. I develop film. I buy digital cameras. I buy better 35 millimeters. I buy spotlights, glow sticks, new backpacks because they're always ripping, gas for the truck so we can travel around Florida, airline tickets to go out of state so we can hike in the mountains and bring you Bigfoot stories. Donations are very critical. I have 3 sons. I am not a rich guy. I am a very poor person. And when I expend out for parties or going to a meetup nobody shows to, and you know I have to go buy a few drinks or food or they'll kick me out, it's just a waste of my money. And I'm tired of throwing my money away. Now when I went to the Western New York catacombs, and we went out in the caves, and I went to Pennsylvania, I did get a larger amount of donations. I mean, I still threw in half of the money, but, you know, thanks to members, without their donations, it would not be possible. So I would like people to be a little more consistent in helping out. Because if you can't investigate, you can't show to the meetups, the least you can do is send in a monthly donation. Believe me, it's not going to make me rich. I mean, I've spent years investing in the paranormal. Financially, emotionally, I've made a lot of sacrifices, and so has my family. But these meetups are important, and I've thought about canceling the meetups for the rest of the next 12 months because I'm not going to look like a jackass in front of a hot blonde. I'm not going to look like a jackass in front of my members. And I'm certainly not going to look like a jackass in front of you because you don't want to make the effort to show. I understand some are too far to show. But what about the guy who's in the land, who wrote me and wants to get involved? Where is he? What about the one who's asking me for haunted places in Orange City where I reside? Where are you people? I know where you people are. You're on my group, you're lurking, and you're not getting involved. When I move out of state, or I leave just like Western New York, then you're going to come to me asking for haunted places and start your own group and write books and try to make money off me and steal from me and ask me when the next meetup is or the line is, if you come back to Florida, Rick, hey, I'll come to a meetup. A little late for that. Some of you been on this message board for quite some time. Don't give me, I'll show to the next one, Tonight I was there in a suit. You know, I was ready with a drink in my hand to meet somebody. I had a table reserved. I had paperwork out for the logo. And I was trying to be as real and genuine with my fans and my members. And I think that it's a disgrace when people just don't show or they stand me up. It's just not an honest way of doing business. And we're not having a meetup to do business. We're having the meetup so that others could make friends. So I want to clarify these issues. People need to start stepping it up. You know, I'm not going to stay in Florida forever. I don't have plans to. This is a dangerous state. It's got a lot of issues, you know, with the taser deaths and the weirdos in the backwoods. And it's not a good place. There's just a million things wrong in this state. But I'm here now for you to take advantage of what we have to offer. So it's entirely up to you. You know, either you want to show to our parties and meetups and come on out once a month or every few months, but I need to see some And when I say results, you know, I need people who are going to get involved. And, you know, it's the little things that count. It's the kind words of support. Because we go out and what we do is very dangerous. People hide in these places. People shoot guns in the woods. We climb on heights. We deal with alligators. We deal with black bear. We deal with animals. We deal with people. We deal with cops. We deal with drunk drivers on the road when we're driving to a location. I almost got hit at 100 miles an hour a few weeks ago. That could have been my life because a guy ran a red light. People need to understand we risk our lives. And we're people too. We got children and we got families and we got lives besides the paranormal. And, you know, if you're not supporting us, it's not right. Because we're the ones who go out risking ourselves, and the least you can do is shake my hand, lend a hug, come on out, have a drink, have dinner with us. There is no sin in celebration, and there is no sin in being able to praise each other and brag about the great work we've done. And sometimes our parties that we have are because we reached milestones. You know, approaching the 700th investigation, that's big for us. That's a lot of outings. That's a lot of investigations. I mean, you know, that works out to one just about every few days, you know. So a lot of phenomenal things are going on with the group. And you're supposed to be fans and you're supposed to support us. And it takes very little effort to jump in your car, come on out for a couple hours. Jump in your car, come to a party, bring some chips, bring some soda. You know, this is, like I said, I'm not a priest, I'm a paranormal investigator. So I still like to have fun and enjoy life too. And other members are acting so tight, it's just getting to be ridiculous. Now, if you want to check out who we are, go to the website www.paranormalghostsociety.org. Click the friendship button when you enter into the site, and click parties 2003, 2004. I mean, you know, you'll see we like to interact with our members. A lot of people you're going to see come from the group. If you want to see what our meetups are about, go to our website, enter it, click the Gators and Dockside, and you can learn about our meetups. You know, but don't just sit on the group and just not do nothing. You know, it's here for a reason. But, you know, at this point, I do my own share of research, and I find out that there's some other group out here that lives like 3 miles from where we're based. They're not even a group. They haven't done any investigations. Nothing. They say they want to and stuff, but, you know, 15 people showing to their group, wanting to help them investigate. Why, you know, we're out there busting our ass because we're short-handed, or, you know, we ain't got investigators. Right now, I'm the only driver, and I have been driving, you know, sometimes 300 miles in a night. So, you know, when nobody shows to my meetup and 15 are showing to theirs, it's insulting. It's just, you know, it's ignorance. It's like, what, we're not good enough to party with? We're not good enough to talk and tell our stories to or something, you know? So, keep that in mind. The New Year's Eve party is December 31st. It's probably going to be around 8 or 9. Not a big event, but I'd like you to show. Our next meetup, I don't have a date on that yet, but it's on our webpage, updated. I'm going to be updating it soon. It's the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m., and it always has been that way for almost 2 years. So, in light of things, all I'm saying is I need more member involvement. If you can give me more member involvement, bless your heart. But it doesn't take, you know, a little effort can go a long ways, especially when it's in the thousands. You know, if 1,000 members donate a little bit of money, it helps. If 1,000 members, you know, put a banner on their site, it helps. But a little bit you do goes a long way with the group. And a lot of people here are picking up the slack for the members who aren't doing anything. But my events, they just get worse and worse and worse. Less and less people are showing. Nobody wants to show. And this is it. Nice way to start the new year would be to come to the New Year's Eve party. You know, a lot of people didn't come to the meetup. Nobody came to the meetup. And, you know, that's not very nice. It's Christmas time. It's the holidays, and people are supposed to be good to each other. So, that's my announcement. It's, you know, not that relevant, but at least others know where I'm coming from. If you have any questions, you want to be added on the guest list, you know, keep your word. Don't, you know, if you say you're going to come, come. I like to be real. I don't want to be treated like I'm the owner or the founder. I like to get dirty with the rest of my investigators in the woods. Just as much as I like to party with you, and hoping that you'll party with me. Come on out, have a beer with the team, come to our meetup, come to the parties, you know, join our team. You're not going to have regrets. Everything has its rewards. Just remember that. Have a good night.